Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everyone's good out there. In this video, I'm just going to show a little tiny stack of records here. Because it was a spur-of-the-moment dig. I went vinyl digging as a celebration because today was a good day for me. Today I was offered a new job and I accepted, and I'm really relieved. I had been a delivery driver for a long time, wasn't getting along with my supervisor, boss, whatever, and the company I was working for, and I finally did something about it. Found a new job, gave notice, and now I treated myself to a vinyl dig to celebrate. So and that's what these records, yeah, it was just something to celebrate. You're in a good mood, go vinyl digging. So anyway, I'm going to show you the records from that dig. We're going to start off with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Mother's Milk, original pressing, or so the guy in the store told me that. Really cool record, I believe from '89 is the year this came out, and there's a little drawing on the back there. Very cool album from this band. I had the tape back in the day. A buddy of mine had the CD. He played bass, and he always tried to sound like Flea. There was a lot of bass players that tried to do that back then when this was a brand new album. And it is on the EMI label. There's the label, EMI. Really nice. It sounds great on vinyl. I never heard this on vinyl before. And put it on the turntable, and man, did it sound glorious. It just sounded absolutely killer. Loved it. And I owned it on a cassette. Like I said, I had a buddy who had it on CD, but you really hear, it really sounds so different and so much better on wax here. So, really great album. A bit pricey. Not too expensive though. It didn't break me, but I absolutely could not leave this in the store. And it is a great copy. The cover's in fantastic condition. The vinyl's really clean. And it sounds kick-ass, so really happy that I'm putting this in the collection. I can't say it was a grail or anything, but I saw it in the store and I thought, oh yeah, this is mine. So, Mother's Milk by Chili Peppers. And then next up, from the band Simple Minds, Reel to Reel Cacophony. And look at that album cover art. Doesn't that just blow you away? Really, they couldn't think of anything else. But anyway, music's not bad on here. It's the reissue that came out in 1982. This record was originally released in '79. This is the 1982 reissue. And here's the original insert. It is the Virgin mid-price range, and actually it has a lot of artist names of albums and the catalog numbers. And there's some Devo, there's some OMD on here, some Hawkwind, some cool stuff on here. So, man, I was just checking it out earlier, and like, not bad. Anyway, it is on the Virgin label, and I love these 80s Virgin labels. One side red, one side green. Pretty cool. So I never see this album in the vinyl store. Real Cacophony from Simple Minds. So this was, so I got it just on that. I've never heard this album before because I've only listened to Simple Minds from 1985 on, which was Once Upon a Time was the name of the album. And just sort of listened to music from that point forward. Never went to their back catalog very much. So was curious, bought this. Side 1's going to take some getting used to, but I like the music on side 2. Some really good songs on there. Really dug the music on side 2. I'm sure with more listens, side 1 will warm up to me, but not a bad purchase. Only a couple of bucks. And the cover has some wear on it, but not a bad record. Rebought this one to replace my really beat up copy. Genesis, and then there were 3. It was just a rebuy to get rid of the really beat up copy I had of this album. And it's not a bad album once you get used to it. I remember when I first bought it on vinyl, I was like 18 or 19 years old, and looking for something like Invisible Touch, kind of kind of exciting pop rock or just something fast. And this seemed like too mellow of a record for me at the time, so I didn't really rate it very high at the time. But you know, as I got older, I started appreciating the music on this album a lot more. And it's on the, I was gonna say the vinyl, but it's on the boring Atlantic label. But it's a good album. Since we're on the Genesis topic here, I got this interview disc from Mike Rutherford. It just says Mike on Mike. My last vinyl dig, I found an interview disc from Genesis. It was called Tonight, Tonight, Tonight. And it came with a letter from the Atlantic Promotions Department, and it came with a transcript of the whole interview and answers session. And that's all it is, was an interview disc. I had one from Phil Collins, I had one from Genesis. I've seen this in my record store every visit for the past year and a half, and always left it on the shelf thinking, But since I scored the Phil Collins interview disc and the Genesis interview disc, I thought, let's go back and see if it's still there, because that would kind of complete the set of interview discs. I don't know if Tony Banks has one. I doubt it, but we'll see. But anyway, it's actually not a bad interview. You get to know Mike Rutherford a lot better on this one. And it came, like I said, it came with a letter from Atlantic Records, and it came with the transcript of the whole question and answer session, so really cool. Blast in the past. Well, everything in this stack is a blast in the past, but especially this one. And it's Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather. Always brings me back to high school when I see any Run DMC on vinyl. And this one, no exception. Mary Mary probably was the most popular one on here, at least in my neighborhood it was. I always liked the song Missy Lane. It's a real tight song in this album. This is not the best, this copy is not the best condition, but I never see this in a vinyl store. I mean, if I do, it's real expensive. This is only a couple bucks because the vinyl wasn't in that great of condition. And the cover is not in that great of a condition. The spine's falling apart. But you know, it's one of those albums that automatically brings back a ton of memories of, you know, being back in the old neighborhood with my friends. And this was this and many other Run DMC albums was something we were listening to nonstop. So really cool to have this. Okay, the rest are a bunch of 12-inch singles from Peter Gabriel. Red Rain, 12-inch single for the song, and this is a gold stamp promo. Hopefully you can see that. And I was surprised I didn't have many 12-inch singles from Peter Gabriel from the So album. I think the only one I have is Don't Give Up, and I don't have anything else. I have the little 45 record to, what song am I thinking? In Your Eyes. And I think I have the 45 to, I might have it to Sledgehammer Big Time, I can't remember which one. But it was really cool to see this. 12-inch single for Red Rain. Loved this song to death. Probably one of my favorite songs from that record, so it's just a great song. And the rhythm section in this song really speaks to me. Really, I get inspired every time I hear it. It's a great tune. And the album's fantastic, of course. So, Peter Gabriel. This one is a promotional disc only, limited edition. It's from Journey for the song Girl Can't Help It. It's the live version of it. There's the band, not the original lineup, but that's the band they had, the lineup they had in 1986. If you look closer, that's Randy Jackson on bass. And Randy Jackson, of course, is a really good bass player. So the live version of the song Girl Can't Help It, this is from the album Raised on Radio. And this is the live version of the song. And this was recorded on August 23rd, 1986 at the Calaveras County Fairgrounds. And the name of the festival was Mountain Air. And Mountain Air was a really popular concert festival back in the 80s. I never went to it because I was always too young. I probably could have went to this one. I just turned 16 when this happened. I remember my brother used to go to a lot of the Mountain Air shows. He'd see the Cars in Berlin. I think one year he saw Rat was at one of them. So I remember he'd been to Mountain Air a bunch of times. I always wanted to go. Was considered too young by my parents, and that's what the live version is captured from. And it, just seeing it in print that it was from Mountain Air, you know, that takes me back too. Of a concert festival that was real popular in my era that I was never allowed to go to, but really cool to have this. As you can see, it's a limited edition promotional disc. Really cool. I'll show you the label real fast. I know there's not that many Journey fans here, but and it's on the Columbia red label, and it's just a promo only, but really cool. And it's weird, they have on side 1 they have the live version of Girl Can Help It repeated twice. I don't see the point of that, but oh well. I'm still happy to have this in my collection. Continuing with the 12-inch singles from David Gilmour, All Lovers Are Deranged, from the album About Face, which I believe was his second solo album. I never see any 12-inch singles from David Gilmour, so this really caught my eye. And on the B-side is the song Blue Light, and I think this is also on Red Columbia. Yeah, so also on the Red Columbia label. Great song. I actually like this song. It's been a while since I listened to that album. When I bought it, I think I only listened to it maybe a couple of times, but really good album. So I gotta listen to it again, and listen to this 12-inch single really inspired me. Now, like I said, the B-side, the song called Blue Light, and I also found another 12-inch single from David Gilmour, and it was called Blue Light. So I got the song on 2 12-inch singles. And on here we got the vocal version of it on side A and the instrumental version of it on side B. It's also on the Red Columbia label. I won't show that again, but never seen any David Gilmour 12-inch singles, and then one day I find 2 of them, so really cool. And since we're talking about David Gilmour, I got a 45 here to show you from Pink Floyd for the song Money. On the Harvest label, as you can see, and I got these. Let me take it out of the sleeve here, so maybe you can see it better. Yeah, from the Harvest label, and it even came with this custom insert with the company logo on it, really nice. On the B side is Any Color You Like, really nice. So I found this in the record shop, and I've never seen a 45 from Dark Side of the Moon, so from that album. So really cool collectible piece from Pink Floyd. I love collecting 45s, and when they're this rare, and it even has the company insert here, really dig that. So jumped on that immediately. Well, that's gonna do it there for that stack there. So yeah, today was a good day. Found out I got a new job, and I had just been in a good mood all day today. So why not vinyl dig while your spirits are high and keep them even higher? So I was really happy. A couple days ago on my Facebook, I made a post about putting away my drum set for good and not playing anymore. And a lot of people responded to it. A few people here from the VC responded to it as well. And thanks to all of you who responded to it. At the time I made that post, it was out of frustration, really. I auditioned for a prog band that was in Sacramento. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. But it was kind of good that I didn't, because where they practiced was really far away from where I live. It would have been over an hour's drive just to go to practice. And of course, over an hour's drive to get home. And where they were going to do their shows was a little even further than that. So it would have costed me a lot of time driving, a lot of wear and tear on myself, a lot of wear and tear on my vehicle, plus paying for gas to do all that. You know, I still got to get sticks and heads and maintain my drum set. Even if I had gotten it, it would have, I don't even know if that would have been a good thing. So in a way, I was kind of relieved I didn't get it, even though I wanted to be in that band so bad. And then I did another audition a few days ago, and it was original band that does original tunes, and they have a more alternative and classic rock sound to their music, and they poured a lot of money into their gear. They had a lot of gear, a lot of high-end, high-dollar gear, and they had connections to do a lot of shows that would put me on big stages here in my area, as far as festivals and such. And they had a lot of connections, so I thought if I joined that band, that'd be a big step for me. I would play places I've never played before, on huge stages with professional PAs, blah blah blah. The only problem was I didn't like their music at all. I just could not find anything interesting about their music. I mean, I don't want to say it sucked. It didn't suck, but it didn't quite grab me or inspire me or excite me at all. Met the guys. For the most part, they were nice guys. The singer looked real cocky and overconfident, and I don't know. He just rubbed me the wrong way, and even though I still auditioned for it, and I got the audition, they offered me the job to be the drummer. They wanted me to rehearse and record with them because they were in the process of doing their second CD, and you know, I should have been excited and took it. I wanted to take it, but God, when you're not inspired by their music and that's what you're going to be playing the whole time, I just decided not to do it. And then I went back to the local ads trying to find a band and couldn't find one, and because everybody wants to do punk, metal, or cover bands here, and I've been there and done all that before, so I wanted to. So in frustration, I think I said it's time to put away the drum set for good. I think I will take a break from playing drums for a while. I don't know how long, unless I find something that's so inspiring and I can't wait to drum again. But right now, what's around here doesn't inspire me at all, and I'm thinking about just not playing for a while. I still love music, I still love the drums, I still love playing in bands, but I gotta find something that excites me, not just something just for the sake of keeping me busy. I really want to do something exciting. Well, anyway, that was my Vinyl Dig, and that was my little rant about why I'm considering putting away the drum set for good. Considering, I'm saying I'm going to do it, but I'm considering it. But overall, I'm still in a good mood. It was a good day. I'm happy. Things are looking better for me, even though I'm not playing in a band. Things are still looking good for me. I'm still feeling good, and just wanted to share those vinyl finds with you. Hope everybody's doing great out there. See you in the next video.